What up, guys? We are live from the Brojo for another episode of the Rochambeau Bros News. Yeah!
You're way too excited for
I
this.
am way too excited for this. I am way too excited, Kian Ibanez. And I am here today with...
That guy at Subway jokes a lot, but he might have put crack in your food.
There's strong possibility. Crack in my food, yeah.
I'm Eli.
Zach.
Alrighty, so, guys, we weren't here last week, so... You could watch anything interesting besides our Venom. Oh, watch our Venom review. It's out on YouTube right now.
Shameless plug.
And the animated review is going to be out on Wednesday.
Shameless plug.
I watched Tag.
That movie was fucking dumb good.
It was. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
There was just some scenes that were just fucking awesomely fun.
I liked at the end too, where it shows like the real videos of the guys who.
Yeah, and like there's some shit that they would actually do that
yeah,
like
one of them actually dressed up as a grandma.
Yeah.
Trying to tag some.
That movie is so like it's obviously not true, but like it's just fun. Plus Jeremy Renner broke his fucking arms in that movie and had to have CGI arms, so yeah.
I didn't notice.
Neither did I, but like I thought that shit's funny.
Yeah, I just enjoyed the parts where it's just like he leaps at me in a pussy-like fashion. I dodge. It's just like
What about you, Zach?
I have watched nothing new actually. So, aside from Venom,
Which you can listen to right now, as we speak, in all of our archives.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding. I watched...
While you're at it, you watch our Thor Ragnarok
review.
Watch them all.
binge watch all the reviews.
Binge listen like there's no... Oh, yeah, no, our first animated review actually did come out. It was The Predator. And it turned out okay comparatively to what I thought it was. There was actually a lot of positive praise. Also, I brought out a little hint of, like, this is, like, the news I usually just bring up, like, stuff that's going on with the, like, the site and stuff. BroQuest is going to have some sprite upgrades after episode 8, so, yeah, look out for that. I'm really excited. That one just really excites me. Shut the fuck up, Eli. I don't get excited about, like, I'm a grown man, so, like, when little minuscule things happen... It makes me excited.
What?
Yeah, I know. I watched this Hulu. Apparently, Hulu has this anthology series that like every month they're basically like a mini horror movie. Every month is gonna have a different holiday being a horror element, and this month was just Halloween. And the horror element was a hitman is carrying a dead body throughout New York, and people think it's a costume. It was really dumb.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah, the next one's going to be all about Thanksgiving, so you can only imagine what it's going to be.
Murder turkey.
They have that. It's called Thanksgiving. There's also a movie called Ginger Dead Man for Christmas.
My God.
You think I'm fucking kidding? Back in the day, I watched Netflix did not have good movies.
Oh.
Netflix back in high school for Kian had just schlock and bad horror movies that me and my friends would watch. My friend made me watch The Human Centipede with him.
Made you watch
Yeah.
Held you down, opened your eyelids, made you watch it.
This was when you could watch Netflix on the Wii. And like he's like, let's watch some horror movies. I'm like, cool. And I'm like making popcorn. He pops in The Human Centipede. And like, I had no idea what it was because I didn't see the first credits of it. And then as it went, I'm like, oh, it's this movie. Oh, this movie is terrible. Not like gross, but it's just terrible.
Watch Netflix on the Wii all the time.
And then then his sister comes in. He's like, Dad says I can watch Johnny Test. I'm like, yes, please, change it. Oh God. Oh, I also watched all of Big Mouth season 2, and I still feel uncomfortable watching.
Second season.
Yeah, I feel fucking uncomfortable watching that show. I'm afraid the cops are gonna fucking knock on my door and be like, I see you're watching kitty porn, kid. I'm like, it's a show. It's very uncomfortable. Do not watch it.
I got 5 minutes into like the first episode, but I'd already watched some reviews on it, and I was not impressed.
Yeah.
It's not for Eli.
Oh, fun fact, that Austin Powers movie is Jay. Zach just gave you the Gold Member movie.
Yeah.
So we argued with Drunk Jay for like 10 minutes straight.
Yep. Only one.
And then Jay was sober and I still told him that was Zach's. Because he's like, I was like, Jay, we talked about this line. He's like, did we really? I was like, yes. He's like, all right, well then I have to obviously believe you. So yeah, no, I've been catching up. I watched the first episode of that Maniac Netflix series.
I watched a little bit of it.
It looks interesting, but I don't feel like I'm gonna watch it all the way through.
So I want to preface with I came in at like the 5th episode,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched I think 2 more with my roommates because they were already in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just confused, and I know that it's like, well, you came in 5 episodes in. It's like, not from that because they kind of explained what had happened, but it's just the show as a whole.
You know, like the psychoanalysis that it's going with.
No, not really.
I don't know. That's understandable.
It doesn't grab me.
Right.
It's just kind of boring.
Right. No, and like, you know, I've just been working on like other things for this site here, getting ready for my trip to Vegas. So I'm really, really stoked about that.
Going through the Blade movies.
Yeah. Jay actually bought Blade 3 because Blade 3 isn't on Netflix, so Trinity's not on Netflix. Blade 1 and 2 is on there.
Might need to borrow that.
Trinity
I thought they were all on there.
No, it's on our Amazon account. So like, yeah, so Jay and I watched Trinity the other night. Jay has never seen the Blade movies until like the age of 23. So
I've seen most of the first and third one.
Blade 2 was my first rated R movie, and that was when I was in 3rd grade.
The fuck?
My first like American rated R movie because
Well,
my mom
does that mean?
well, because
Every day I wake up in the Philippines is a
well,
rated
no,
R
like the
movie.
Jackie Chan movies were rated R, but they weren't like
Oh,
you
what?
know, yeah, because they're like super bloody and violent in some scenes, and they say fuck here and there. But Blade was the first like gory movie I watched.
Starts blowing people up.
Yeah, and then it was Jason X right afterwards. It's great double feature, I'll tell you. Blade 2 and Jason X.
Mine would have been 300.
Mm.
You lucked out.
Yeah, that movie was super lame.
I like it. Talk about not knowing bad dialogue. There's bad dialogue in that movie.
I mean, there is some super bad dialogue in that movie. The way the Senate acts is just so dumb.
It's something.
Yeah. The political intrigue in that movie is just top notch, I'll tell you.
Never seen it.
Then we go into our trailers. So last week we missed a few trailers that were super interesting. And the first trailer is Dark Phoenix. And this is so just boring to me. Like, I feel like maybe it's just meh. Knowing that this is like basically their last hurrah before Disney is like, okay guys, we're going to redo it all over again. So it's just meh. I think some of the effects look cool. I don't know.
I'd be more psyched if any of the X-Men movies up until this point had been any sort of good. Even the Wolverine ones, it's like, they're really not good. It's just,
Hugh Jackman's
Hugh
awesome.
Jackman, yeah.
You didn't like Logan? I think Logan was like the best.
I never saw Logan.
Really, it's a good movie.
You
10
know,
out of 10.
everybody talks it up, and
Yeah.
I've yet to see it. I don't think I'd like it.
Should have asked Ryan when he was here how Logan was.
I saw that movie 14 times.
Did he?
Yeah, in theaters.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause he's
He
a
loved
fucking
it.
weirdo.
Because he loved it.
Like, he saw that movie 14 times.
The most I've ever seen a movie in theaters is 3 times. That was the first Avengers.
Yeah, I actually saw the Avengers 6 times. I went on a date night 3 times for those 6 times.
Just fuckery.
Literally 3 Friday nights in a row. My girlfriend asked me, what do you want to do after we get off at dinner? I'm like, well, we could walk around the lake, or there's a screening of Avengers. She's like, you want to see the Avengers again, don't you? I'm like, I would love to, thank you.
God.
Because I went to the midnight showing without her because she's like, it's too late, kid, I don't want to go. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to the midnight by myself with my friends, cool. You're not going to, like, complain. Then I went with my parents and they paid for like all the kids to come in. I'm like, yeah, fucking free Avengers. Then the third time around, it was my first date night, and she's like, I kind of want to go see Avengers now. Do you mind seeing it again? I'm like, yes, I will. And I saw it again, and then like 2 weekends in a row afterwards, I saw Avengers again because we went on a double date the second time, and then my friend's like, oh, we didn't see the Avengers. She's like, fuck.
And she broke up with Kian.
Yeah.
Could not handle the Avengers.
I am
made
no
her
longer,
hate the MCU.
I am no longer dating that girl. This is also the girl who got mad at me for bringing her to the midnight release of Pokemon Black and White at GameStop. So
I'd get mad at you if
Yeah.
you did that to me.
yeah. So then we go to Bumblebee, and again, I think this movie looks cool just because of like,
It looks better.
yeah,
That's what I'm gonna say.
it looks like they look like the Transformers that like actually transform instead of just like metal fucking
Yeah.
each other to make like another. They look like if you were to take it as an action figure, it looks like you can actually transform into that. Comparatively, by that fourth Transformers movie, they're like, well, actually, we just made these Transmorphers that basically are like little bubbles that can turn into a Dre pill, to a fucking Transformer, to a My Little Pony. Yeah. So I'm really, I as much as get like, this movie no longer had the vibe that Haley Steinfeld wanted to fuck her car, so that made me feel better. Gil always complained that it was the shape of motor.
The shape of motor.
Like, she wanted to have sex with Bumblebee, apparently.
Did
I
he
guess
actually
I didn't
use
get that vibe.
Yeah.
Did he actually use that term
Yeah,
at
she
some
called it
point?
the shape of motor.
Oh, that just sounds metal as fuck.
She says the shape of,
Sounds
like, you said the
sounds
shape
like a
of,
badass band name.
shape of motor.
No,
oil
that
or
sounds
something.
like the name of an album title.
Yeah. Shape of motor. But, like, I feel like this movie looks fun. This movie looks way better than, like, the other Transformers movies. Plus, like, the Decepticons are meeting the CIA first. They're like, Bumblebee is bad. And then, like, Optimus Prime actually looks like the Optimus Prime from the OG cartoons. So I'm like, yeah!
To be fair, he looked pretty similar even in the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah, but, like, the way he transformed was really,
Well,
really...
the way all of them
The transformed was really
fucking...
convoluted. And then the toys came and you just gotta flip the car. And then just, like... That was, like, the one thing that was, like, a big fuck you to, like, people who were fans of the Transformers. Because as kids, you, like, would want to transform them. The newer ones, like the dinosaur one, you just flip its tail and it became a fucking robot. There was no, like, semantics within it. So, then we go to Creed 2. And actually, this is the trailer I'm super excited for.
I was about to say that.
I love this trailer so much because I love the first Creed. They jumped from Rocky 1 to Rocky 4, which was perfectly fine with me because it has Creed facing off against the son of the man who killed his father, and he's getting revenge. And in real boxing, they would never box because they're out of the weight limit because that guy is like 7 foot tall and Michael B. Jordan is only like 6'1", so he'd get fucked up because they're not in the same weight class. But it looks so awesome, I'm ready.
They could be in the same weight class.
You obviously don't know how boxing works.
I'm saying they could be.
Did you see that, man?
It's just implants.
Did you see how fucking big that man
It
is?
was all camera shots, guys.
Oh, gosh. So I'm really excited. I think
To
this
be
is-
fair, are you gonna tell that man he can't box?
I'm gonna tell him he can't box fucking Creed.
But they both want to fight. I'm not gonna get in between that. I'm gonna let that happen.
Like, it can't end with him dying, though. That's like... You know what, like, the one thing that got me about the first Creed movie is that, like, Rocky is dying... Spoiler alert, that for a movie that came out 3 years ago. Rocky is dying of cancer, but yet is healthy enough to fly... Like, he's in, like, fucking stage 3 cancer, but, like, during his stage 3 cancer, they're like, you okay? Yeah, you're okay to fly to England, man. Don't worry, it'll do this fight. I'm like, he's dying! How?
A last hurrah.
And in this one, he's like a beat of health. There's looks like no cancer within him. I'm like,
He boxed the cancer away.
he boxed the cancer out. Ugh. we got a Fantastic Beasts too, and it's okay.
You pulled a Mike Tyson and he bit it off.
Yeah, you bit the tail. Arr. Fantastic Beasts 2. It has nothing to do with like beasts again. It's just.
But it looks like it has more Fantastic Beasts than the first one.
Yeah. Not enough.
I like these.
Fantastic.
You're reading it wrong. It's actually just 2 Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
That's how they are going to be in the movie.
It's like you get a griffin and you get a hippogriff. Aren't they the same thing? No, they are not.
You get a griffin, you get gay Dumbledore.
That is a fantastic beast. That's why it's called Fantastic Beasts, because Dumbledore is gay.
Oh my God.
And that's what Johnny Depp is going to call his ex-gay lover. He's going to be like, Grindelwald is going to be like, oh, Albus, you were a fantastic beast too.
And where to find them? Fucking shady airport bathrooms. Fucking nightclubs.
Oh no! No! That's really good though. That's a good Zach's like, I'm not part of this, I swear. I'm okay with the gay community.
Also because I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Like, is Johnny Depp actually gay, I mean? Or... I don't know what you guys are talking about.
If you told me that, I would not be surprised.
Like, the way the man dresses, there's possibility. No. Johnny Depp is in this movie. You will not recognize Johnny Depp because he looks like a serial killer.
Never he uses.
I knew Johnny Depp was in this movie because I saw the first one, but he said Johnny Depp is gay, and I'm like,
yeah,
what?
his character is gay.
Oh, okay.
I said Dumbledore.
Yeah, no, Dumbledore and Grimwald canonically were lovers.
Okay.
And Grimwald is like the weird pale man.
That's Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know who Grimwald was.
Yeah. Then we go into the second trailer of Titans, which is not as edgy as the first trailer.
Fuck Wonder Woman.
But people are still dying. But people are still dying. They re-show that Robin scene to make it look less violent, and you're like, he still killed people.
Less violent.
Because they hypercut it. Like, you just hear that
as he slams their head, and she's just like, just like squeaky noises and shit. It's like, it was padded, he's fine.
It's like just air, like the little bike horn. Just like, they just put the Adam West, like, sound bubbles up in front to make it less violent.
Wham! Stomping on the guy's neck and just sploit. Like, oh.
Did you know? You know that like someone modded that into the PC version of Arkham Knight?
That's awesome.
Of when he punches someone, the Adam West sound effect comes up, which is really bad because if you're in a horde of enemies,
you
cannot see because it'll continuously pop up even if it's the bad guys hitting you. So
I gotta see that. That sounds funny.
Badass.
That's really good. Like, so the Titans is still like, I'm about to purchase DC All Access next week, so I'm going to give you guys the codes to it if I get it next week, so you guys can give it a watch or read comic books on it if you want.
Sweet.
I'm going to watch it.
We'll watch the old Teen Titans.
Yeah, yeah, finally. You can watch Young Justice as well. The old and the new. Then we go into Marvel's Runaways, and again, this show is very interesting. I like the first season. I think Hale was the only one that watched it, and Hale's not on the show as much anymore. Because Hale has a kid now. Congratulations, Nathan. Forgot to say that last podcast.
Get your priorities right.
Get your shit together. Okay.
Podcast first.
Podcast, child, then girlfriend.
Bring the child on the podcast.
Yeah, apparently it's paternity leave. I didn't know that people got that shit.
It's not super common in the U.S.
No, yeah, he had 2 weeks paternity leave. Because then I just signed up for my health insurance, and they're like, man, if you ever like get a girl pregnant and you need paternity leave, and like
that's their exact wording.
Yeah, because of this last year. But
someone opened up with that, I'd be like, I'm gonna report you to HR.
No, my boss
That's good
is like,
to know.
The boss like, see, kid, that would have been good. Even if if that was your child, we would have given you paternity leave. I'm like, thanks, boss. That's really nice to hear.
Wouldn't have helped me then, but
Then we go to Star Wars Resistance, the child animated series on Disney Channel. It's before the episode 7, but it has Poe Dameron letting a kid become like an agent for the rebellion. It's very interesting. You didn't watch it.
Every episode is just a thing of him not listening to some higher ups' orders and just fucking everything goes
up.
sideways. A bunch of people die. He's like, damn, but I learned my lesson though. There's no repercussions.
Jay and I actually talked about Star Wars for a good hour and a half last night.
Oh
We talked about Venom, and then it for some reason ended up on Star Wars. I don't know how the fuck it happens, but Jay does that a lot.
Comes from space.
Jay shoehorns Star Wars into our conversation about nerd shit a lot, though.
Eric Foreman.
Yeah. Cause I finally watched the last season of the Clone Wars that was on Netflix, and I was still very confused. Are those Force ghosts on the Sith side real Sith ghosts, or were they just illusions? Or were those people so powerful they were still part of the Force?
Yeah.
The ones that Yoda faced.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I've seen it. It's been a while I've seen it, but I don't have an answer for you.
I was very confused. I'm like, are they Force ghosts like fucking Ben Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn? Or are they illusions because the first one he meets doesn't know he's dead? So, it's very confusing. And then we go to a fucking movie I'm actually excited for, and I feel like
Creed.
what? Holmes and Watson looks fucking funny to me. Like, it looks so dumb, it's funny.
Speaking of, I did start watching Sherlock.
Nah, that show's stupid.
You think so?
By season 2, it gets super dumb.
That's fair. Okay, I'm like one episode.
Yeah. So the first few episodes makes you feel like you're smart, and then the next
makes me feel like
makes people feel like they're smart. And then he does just outlandish shit, like you would never know a boomerang killed a person, but he figures it out, and everyone's like, "How did you?" He's like, "Well, I'm Sherlock Holmes."
Eli's just like,
They give you no reasonable evidence that it was a boomerang, but they find out it's a boomerang, and it's just like Sherlock Holmes just petting his own penis. He's like, "Well, I'm Sherlock Holmes, that's why." But back to Holmes and Watson. This movie looks fucking dumb but funny. It has John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell playing an incompetent Sherlock Holmes and Watson. And it just looks dumb and funny. It has Braun Strowman coming in fighting them.
of course.
Petting your penis? What?
Petting his penis.
Anyway, Eli's just like, I'm really enjoying the
Did you guys
show.
not watch these fucking trailers?
I watched a couple.
I
have to
I
work.
sent you fucking early this time, though. I sent you them on Wednesday. And you had a day off Thursday.
Sorry, I was busy on Thursday.
That's okay, Zach. It's okay. They shall not grow old. I'm not going to go through that. Then we go into the Into the Spider-Verse trailer. And this one's actually super interesting to me as well. They brought in Spider-Ham.
Yep. The pig Spider-Man.
It's not a real thing to my knowledge, is it?
That's a real thing.
I thought that was just from The Simpsons. I didn't know that was
It's
real.
a real thing.
Spider-Ham is canonical.
No, that's Spider-Pig.
Yeah, that's Spider-Pig.
This is
They're
Spider-Ham.
fucking same. It's a
No,
pig.
it's not.
No, Spider-Pig doesn't have a costume.
No. Spider-Ham was a spider that was bitten by a pig that became a humanoid spider pig.
I feel like a spider that gets bit by a pig is dead.
And Spider-Pig.
But this isn't an alternate reality where animals are people.
Oh my god.
Because they're all named after puns.
Hold up. So we're animals or people?
Yeah.
So it's essentially like, it's just like, yeah, a radioactive Zack bit me in the fucking arm, and now I've got Zack powers.
Yeah.
The
Congratulations, you got the ability to do
So,
nothing.
yeah, no, like,
And work.
like, they didn't try for some of them. One of the guys was Captain America. It was a cat who was Captain America.
Is this part of the whole, like, Animal Avengers?
No,
Okay, there's different.
it's different.
Alright.
Cause like the one that like wasn't a pun was just the Incredible Bunny Hulk, because like no animal rhymed with Hulk that they could think of. Like Iron Man was like Iron Ant.
Could have just had Ant-Man.
It's too obvious.
Yeah, like
Anyway,
Man
back
Ant.
to the
And
actual.
then it had Spider-Man Noir, and then it had Penny Parker, the Japanese Spider-Man, who uses a mech suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it still looks interesting.
Spider-Verse shit. It's gonna drive me insane.
Why?
Spider is going to cease to be a word.
All the
It's gonna be a fucking preface you put in front of anything.
costumes from the new Spider-Man game are all gonna make an appearance in Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider.
So many
Yeah.
spiders.
Then we go to the Chaney movie, and wow, Christian Bale doesn't look like Christian Bale anymore. It's very weird.
He's very committed to character.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just that he looks like
He's
Cheney?
fat.
Oh, okay, well.
He also looks like Dick Cheney, yeah. And you
Like,
have
I know
Sam,
his name. What else is he in?
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Batman.
Batman. He's in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Alright, yep.
Yeah.
That's where I know him from.
He's also in Equilibrium.
He's also in
I
what
don't
was
know
it?
what
Was
that
it the
is.
remake of Psycho?
Yes. He was in American Psycho.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
I know him from Batman. That's good enough to know that he's fat now.
Yeah. So like for this, he's like basically playing Dick Cheney. Pretty sure they're gonna go over if he shot a person in the face or not.
Damn it.
What?
You were gonna make a joke, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
What? What are you gonna say?
Well, Batman can shoot people.
And then Daredevil season 3. Basically, it's letting you know Bullseye's there.
It's the same actor
I
who
don't
played him in the
really-
movie.
No.
It's not. I know.
No.
I just had to say
Care
it.
that Bullseye's in there.
I am. I fucking like Bullseye.
Why?
Because he's a fucking cool character. Why don't you like Bullseye?
The opposite
of
of what you thought.
Don't like him. It's just that he's kind of.
There.
He's not unique. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, that's very understandable.
Is a kid.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah. No. Like, then we go into our news. And Pedro Pascal, the guy who played Oberon,
Okay.
is going to be Maxwell Lord in the Wonder Woman movie. Maxwell
Okay.
Lord is like basically he's like a Lex Luthor with psychic powers. In a sense. Because he's like a he's a super billionaire genius. But like throughout the DC universe, because he has telekinesis that like no one knew he was a metahuman. He seeded a lot of like the things that happened in the DC universe to actually happen. So the theory is that like this is how they're gonna retcon shit.
Yep. All right. That's exactly.
He's their billionaire playboy
It
philanthropist.
was all just an imagination. I made those shitty movies to
Batman,
keep
Zach.
you distracted.
Yeah, I feel like that's like one of the fan theories. There's a lot of fucking DC fan theories. Oh yeah, there was a 5-minute Aquaman trailer that came out that was basically 3 minutes of a chase scene. Pretty much.
Every good trailer.
And then like Aquaman is in his suit. That was actually very interesting. Then we go into Warner Brothers. We actually now have our Birds of Prey. They have Julie Louise Smollett as Black Canary, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to be Huntress. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I don't know if you ever saw that movie.
Yeah, it just came out on Netflix.
Yep, she's Ramona Flowers in that. The pink-haired girl.
Yeah.
Yep. She's going to play Huntress. And then an African-American actress is going to play Black Canary, and people are mad
Of course.
because she's black.
I don't really.
I don't get why people get mad at that
don't
shit.
care.
Like, I don't get the getting mad at that kind of shit. Like, I don't think it really matters that much to Black Canary's character what ethnicity she is. A lot of characters it really
Change your
doesn't.
name to White Canary.
Yeah, or like Op-White Canary. I'm now the Flesh Canary.
Yeah.
I feel like that really. I feel that kind of like. There's a lot of characters that really wouldn't matter whether or not they were black. Like, unless you put like Black Panther in as the white guy, that might be a little weird. If like in Africa there's just a whole white clan of white skinned people, that'd be weird, but fine.
Not his people, just him.
Just I feel like he's the only white guy. Like he's not even albino. He's like Caucasian, and his wife. The dad's like, "You've been on some stupid shit, haven't you, lady?" She's like, "No, I swear." Then we go into Batman's. Matt Reeves says it's going to be like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story where Batman is conflicted with being Batman. And we've seen that in all these fucking live-action Batman movies in the modern era. Like, this is why I do not like the Dark Knight trilogy, because it's basically a movie series where Batman doesn't want to be Batman. Like, every fucking one.
Not Batman Begins.
The first one, yeah. But the other two, yeah, he's always like, "Oh, guys, come on now. I don't really want to be Batman.
You don't need me to be Batman anymore.
Oh, well, then I don't know what the fuck we're going to do." He's like, "All right, I'll be Batman, don't worry."
Yeah,
you guys got Harvey Dent.
That's basically what that trilogy became. It's the I Don't Want to Be Batman movie series.
Except for the first one.
I feel like in the first one, he really didn't want to be. He ended up, like, because he found out who the killer of his parents were.
He always knew, though.
Yeah.
No, but like he got revenge on like.
No, he didn't.
No, because there was more like intrigue to what happened though. Because it ended up being like the Manellis put a hit on their parent. Like he got revenge on all that.
Yeah,
shit.
but he kind of rolled into it. He wanted to beat the shit out of criminals.
Yeah.
Right, but then like he's like maybe he shouldn't do this, and then he was about to do it, but no, because he was gonna quit anyways. Because he's like, because fucking. Tom Cruise's ex-wife is like, "I love you, Bruce," and he's like, "Maybe Batman isn't."
No, that's
as
in
cool."
the second one.
No, it was in the first one too.
No.
Yes.
She said, "This is your mask," as Bruce Wayne.
Yes. No, because at the end he's like, "I'm done being Batman," and then she kisses him, and she's like, "You're never gonna be done being Batman," and then that what leads to Batman 2.
Yes, yeah, at the end.
Yeah, it's basically the movie series is basically Batman doesn't want to be Batman. And even in this fucking series, Batman didn't really want to be Batman in real life and the movies.
I mean, he wanted to be Batman until Batman v Superman got destroyed by critics.
Anyway.
That's fucking Zack Snyder's fault, because he wrote a shit-ass movie. But, speaking of which, Ben Affleck says he's not finished with Batman after he got out of rehab. He wants to give it a good old another third time's the charm.
He went into rehab.
Yep, for alcoholism.
Over the movies?
Yeah, basically. And then originally in Zack Snyder's apparently Justice League was supposed to be part 1 and part 2 to go up against the Avengers for part 1 and part 2. But Warner Brothers is like, or we don't do that and say we did. He was going to have Batman killed in the second movie.
Jesus. Why would you do that?
Because Ben Affleck didn't want to be Batman anymore.
No! He still wanted to be Batman. This was like before.
They're like, we're going to kill off our most popular character. It's going to be great!
I feel like in a sense that would have made a lot of sense to kill Batman off. Because then they couldn't just rely on Batman for the movie series. They'd have to rely on like other characters.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with that. But the thing is, it's like, you can't rely on Superman because he'll just do everything.
Right. And this is they fucking proved it in the Justice League movies. So this is one of my favorite stories. That also goes in with one of my favorite directors, Garth Evans. He directed the Raid 1 and 2. Apparently there's no longer going to be a Raid 3. He's like, I just don't feel like I should finish the trilogy anymore. I'm like, no, you left it in a cliffhanger, stupid bitch. And then he was the one who was working on the Deathstroke movie, and now they're not like avidly working on the Deathstroke movie anymore. Which makes me even more sad, because that would have been fucking cool, because his fight scenes are dope AF. So, what goes all
I feel
in...
like someone will pick that up.
What this also goes into is... I sent you the first picture of David Harbour's Hellboy. He looks fucking badass, I'm sorry, like... Basically, apparently it's supposed to be an Arthurian story, because that sword is supposed to be Excalibur.
Okay.
So he's supposed to fight Morgana Le Fay. That's basically what Hellboy is, though. Like, he fights those, like, fucking folklore and legend stuff.
Looks like he has the face of Thanos. He kind of does. Look at him.
No.
I see Thanos.
I mean, his head's kind of blocky. I guess Thanos is kind of blocky.
I kind of see
Way more
Thanos.
badass than Thanos.
Does Thanos have horns?
No, not the horns, like the face.
Hellboy would beat Thanos, therefore would beat
Kratos.
Kratos.
Yeah.
I think he would, but...
I think Hellboy could beat Kratos.
Oh, Kratos, maybe.
Like, I mean, like Hellboy's done some like fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't know that much about Hellboy.
Yeah.
I have to look into that.
He's done something. So this is my favorite one. This is there are two news stories that get people like super mad. Director and comic book connoisseur Kevin Smith calls out trolls who accuse him of getting money from Marvel in exchange of good press. He does, because he's gone out of movies that are like, he came out of Suicide Squad and gave it a 9 out of 10. Like, he wrote this raving review of how perfect the movie was, and then everyone else was like, nah, dude, this movie's shit. But like, you found out that like he named his daughter Harley Quinn, so DC gave him a bat, the Harley Quinn's bat, to give to his daughter and shit like that. Yeah, Kevin Smith takes bribes to write good reviews. If we ever become like that, don't ever listen to us, okay?
I guess. If I'm taking bribes, then I guess I really don't care.
I feel like I don't want my integrity to be like that, though. If we were like, if Marvel comes and is like, hey, we'll let you screen the new Marvel movie, it might be a huge pile of shit, but you have to come out saying how good it is. I don't want to do that.
When you say how good it is that just only say good things about it?
Yeah, only say good things about it.
I could probably do that.
I don't want to do that.
I don't think I could give it the 9 out of 10, though. I'd be like 7 out of 10, but I'd only say good things about it. I wouldn't bring up any of the bad shit.
Get your pitchforks ready, guys. Kathleen Kennedy apparently extended her contract to 2021. She's the Star Wars, the head of the Star Wars department.
Oh, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
The internet was very mad.
Yeah, I gather.
There was a lot of the C word being thrown around.
It's always mad.
Yeah. I actually have a comment. He's like, well, the liberal media won again. Star Wars is always gonna keep a message of fucking liberalism. I'm like, how is it a message of liberalism? I still don't get that, I guess. I don't know if you see it. You're white, and you're an angry white guy.
That makes me conservative. I don't know. Star Wars has always been pretty liberal, though.
Really?
Yeah, even in the 70s.
Now, what makes you say that, though? Like, I'm not trying to be, like, counterproductive here. I'm, like, very curious.
Okay, so you think about just the general themes of the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know, God, I'd have to fucking do some research, but I know Lucas says that, like, fucking Palpatine was supposed to be, like, based off Reagan. Shit like that.
Really?
Oh, not Reagan. Fuck me. Nixon. God
Nixon?
damn.
That was gonna be like...
Different Republican. I
Yeah.
apologize. Jesus.
Yeah. Don't throw out Reagan's name and besmirch them.
Yeah.
That's their fucking Jesus. I'm kidding. No, okay,
Fuck
I
that one
understand.
hard.
I understand where I'm coming from now. I'm not being too liberal. But, like...
But yeah, he's always used...
Well, I mean, like, you call the
Current politics.
stormtroopers, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I would say that, like, the Republic in itself was based off of Hitler's Third Reich.
The Republic, you mean the Empire?
The Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, not the
Say.
Republic, the Empire.
Yeah, it took various inspirations.
Liberties with that. I don't know, I don't have a problem with it, I guess. Like, I never thought Star Wars was liberal. I thought, like, I don't know.
It's very libertarian.
Yeah.
The whole theme is that the rebels want a very decentralized government.
Mm-hmm. No, it's understandable. Then we go into John Carpenter. Blumhouse is thinking about, like, they're probably going to make more Halloween movies. I'm excited. I'm really cool with that.
No.
Why?
I don't like the ones that exist.
Even the original?
I want to say I've seen that one, but I'm not sure.
They're making a live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. What?
Never saw the animated
It's a
one.
good movie.
It is actually a good movie.
I really hope they do the same.
That's gonna be weird though.
No, I feel like if they do it like in the vein of Moana and actually like respect Hawaii, I think it'll be fine.
I just mean the live action part.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Stitch is a
Dog creature, man.
weird 6-armed alien.
Alien?
Yeah.
He's Venom.
So they're making a Barbie movie, and Harley Quinn is gonna be Barbie. Yeah. Harley Quinn. Barbie.
You mean Margot Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, what the fuck is the plot gonna be? Whatever.
Yeah.
Is
There's not really gonna. You really need.
Kinda. I want to know now.
It's not like I'm gonna like make you guys go see that movie.
To watch it.
Spider-Man has a new black stealth suit in Homecoming, and people originally thought because Venom was coming out that it was gonna be the Venom symbiote, but now it looks more like it's like supposed to be representative of the Noir suit,
Nice.
which is fine because they're like pushing Spider-Man Noir into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I mean, he also does just wear a regular black suit for a
Yes.
time in the comics, and he goes and beats the fuck out of people.
And then I sent you the picture of Jake Gyllenhaal dressed as Mysterio. I also sent you that.
I recall vaguely.
Okay.
I saw it.
Goddamn.
And I think it looks really, really cool. And I like the way the costume looks because it looks very comic-centric. I like the way the Vulture looked in the first movie anyways. I liked Vulture's design in that.
I like the way it looked, I just don't like the Vulture.
Yeah, I mean, but like for Spider-Man's first villain outing, it's way better to me than the Green Goblin because I feel like Green Goblin's like either second or third movie villain for Spider-Man.
I'd throw that in the
That's
third.
fair, I guess.
Because I feel like it'd have to be a build-up. I feel like he's a build-up. Like he has to. But
sorry. I mean, technically there was Shocker in the first one too.
yeah, but like again, he's a low. But those are two like low-level villains.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Goblin is like that third tier. Like you will introduce Norman Osborn in this movie.
That's what I was going to say.
With Harry.
Is that you have to bring in Norman Osborn.
After the
beforehand.
release of the Spider-Man game, a lot of people want to see Mr. Negative now in the MCU.
That'd be cool. We'll get Zach to play Mr. Negative. We'll get him to. He's the Asian guy who shoots negative.
No, I know who he is.
I'm not athletic enough to do that.
The whole negative zone. It's weird.
Yeah, so it's like we'll get Zach. We'll give Zach a suit. We'll like paint his face white and just.
It's not white. It's like weird.
Whatever, Zach. We'll just put a green screen on Zach's face and we'll just have him like say lines from the Spider-Man movie.
I am the demon.
Hmm?
Yeah, so Venom makes $10 million in its pre-opening weekend. So good job, Venom.
Take my money.
Yeah. You'll take my money once, but that's pretty much it.
You'll take my money a couple times.
Yeah.
Venom produced
At least one more time.
Yeah. Jared Leto's movie is about to start filming next year. Morbius the Living Vampire.
Oh.
Yay!
I'm just gonna say as the Joker?
No, I hope not. Tom Hardy wants Venom to meet up with the Avengers.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
As it is in the comics.
Mm.
It's not like it would be a good meeting.
He can be anti-Venom.
He still eats people and they tend to frown on that.
Yeah.
Anti-venom is a thing that exists.
I know.
Oh, okay. Still. Eddie Brock does become anti-venom.
Mm-hmm. And it ties in with Mr. Negative kind of too, so two birds, one stone.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I forgot he caused that shit. That's weird. Weird stuff. There are no symbiotes in the Spider-Man game. I just thought of that.
I mean, at the end, spoilers.
I
And then you haven't played it yet?
I don't have a PlayStation. I'm watching it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to spoil it, or do you want to just...
Don't
Don't
spoil
spoil it on the
fucking
mic.
That's why I said spoiler!
Yes.
Yeah, but still, don't try not to spoil that shit
Yeah,
on
no,
the cast.
not
man.
on mic. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe afterwards.
Don't
Here.
say it, yeah.
And what's next?
Yeah, so then we go into... Well, we just got into... They got the copyrights to Dark Avengers for the cinematic universe.
Dark Avengers?
Yep, that was a weird long run after Civil War where...
How's that gonna work? Technically, Venom was one of them.
Yeah, technically. They could change it out. There's a lot of things there. There's a lot of
Oh
shit
my
they could
god,
do, though.
you want fucking Venom to eat people, Edward? Do it. That'd be the rated R movie.
Yeah, that'd be a thing. So, guess what?
What?
There is apparently Gambit's supposed to be a romantic comedy.
Oh my god.
And
So
apparently Fox is releasing a
So
PG-13 Deadpool 2, a recut version of Deadpool 2 that is also making fun of the Princess Bride as Deadpool is telling the story to the adult kid who played the kid in the Princess Bride, in the vein of the Princess Bride.
Okay.
And it's PG-13. I don't know how they're going to turn that into a PG-13 movie. That's like one I don't know how they're going to.
That'd be tricky, but I don't know. Obviously, you can swear a little bit.
It's just
Yeah.
like
I don't
5
think you can say
minutes.
fuck, though.
You can say it twice.
Oh, choose carefully.
Yeah.
Thumbs.
So, a new study found that Netflix and Amazon are planning to double the amount of original content available in their service over the coming years. That's weird. James McAvoy wants to play young Captain Picard in the new Star Trek series. James McAvoy is Professor X.
He's the dude that was in Split, right?
Yeah. Professor X played Picard, Jean-Luc Picard in the TNG.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. I'd be down for that as a joking retcon.
I mean, do it, I guess. I don't know shit about young Picard.
The upcoming premiere episode of South Park's season 22 titled Dead Kids will deal with the sensitive subject of school shootings.
I'm surprised it took them this far, I guess.
They've done it before.
I feel like they have as well.
Yeah, I feel like this is a newer one. I'm really
New school shooting.
I'm really interested how they're gonna take this one. That's the thing. So Netflix is planning on creating a choose your own adventure TV show with Black Mirror, where you get to choose the ending.
Is that like you watch it again and then you get to choose a different ending too, or?
Yeah, you can rewatch it and then just choose it.
Uh,
That's weird. I don't
believe
believe in
it's
interactive
unique,
television.
but it just pissed me off.
So Titans got renewed for season 2 before its premiere, and there's hints that season 2 will be Titans versus Deathstroke. So there you go, Eli.
There's no movie now.
No, there's no probably no movie now.
Movie's gone, you get him in the TV show.
But Eli, we've got one exciting news story that I would like you to tell me how excited you are about. They're making a Mandalorian TV show based in between The Fall of the Empire and Episode 7.
Some live action or
Live action Mandalorian TV show.
Turns out it's just the
sounds badass. I'm interested, I guess.
turns out it's just the plot from the new Battlefront 2 game.
No, that had nothing to do with Mandalorians.
Yeah, what?
Oh. What's that? What are Mandalorians?
They're badasses.
Alright.
I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely watch it.
Mhm.
I am excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
It seems sort of irrelevant in the scheme of their universe, I guess.
I like that
Other
idea,
than
though.
What?
I like the idea, though. Like, the Han Solo movie really have nothing to do with, the Death Star or anything like that.
But Han Solo's already a character. I feel like the Mandalorians, they're just like, well, this is something that was so popular in Legends that we have to bring it into our canon or people will be pissed.
So, do you think that, this is just a bad call, or
I don't think
it
it's
actually
a
work?
bad call. I just think, I think it could be fantastic. There's
Right.
a lot of ways they could fuck it up, and I'm kind of curious what direction they'll take.
It's basically a Western. Like a space Western.
Okay.
It's in a town of lawlessness, because it's the fall of an empire. So, the empire's down, so basically it's do what you want.
That's interesting, but the Mandalorians basically just like to fight, so...
So, I mean, isn't that, the best time for them, then?
I get, yeah, and, traditionally they go and they invade a bunch of places and...
Right.
Would try and make their own empire. Maybe that's what they're going for, I don't know.
All I know is the first image they have is just basically a dude in a Mandalorian mask. Yeah, just a Boba Fett helmet. That's silver instead of green.
Yeah, man.
Blue.
Way more badass.
Yeah. Don't they have, anti-lightsabers?
There's one in the Clone Wars. He's got one. I don't know.
That's just not a thing.
Where it's the dark saber or whatever. It's
Yeah.
a thing. It's in the Clone Wars. That's canon.
Does
now.
it have, a kyber crystal or no?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, you're the one who's supposed to have this nonsense on it.
Why the fuck would I just know that off? I don't know everything. I just have a lot of useless knowledge.
Yeah, I need that useless knowledge you don't have, Eli, right now, trying to understand what the Mandalorians are all about.
Why don't you write a paper on
That
it?
might not exist either. I don't know.
Star Wars 1313. I kind of wish they would have turned that into a series or something.
Is that the game?
The game.
Okay.
I think that would have been way cooler. That should be what the Boba Fett movie is. Just the unwritten script for Star Wars 1313.
Probably would work for that, to be honest.
Like, instead of it being an interactive game, being like Boba Fett, like... I don't know, like, I really do think that the Star Wars series can do so much, and they're so free reign to do it, so, like, why not do a Mandalorian series?
They're playing very close to their chest.
Right.
Because every time they make anything, people call it liberal and hate it.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the perfect... Choosing the yeah. Because, like, one of Jay's friends jumped on and like, I'm so excited for this movie! Everything else in Star Wars is shit, but this TV show is going to be great because it's the Mandalorians. And then they become, like, LGBTQ. And they're going to be like, it's over!
Holy fuck. Actually, the Empire was really xenophobic.
Yeah, they hated aliens.
Totally see it happening. For like, we accept aliens of all
nations. Like, the Mandalorian has a blue-skinned girlfriend, and the Empire's like, what?
You sick fuck!
That's why, like, everyone was so surprised, like, Admiral Thrawn, right?
Yeah.
Was like, how'd this blue skin get up in these ranks? Alright, so that's been our news podcast. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Let us know how terrible we are. Don't forget to go on to iTunes and give us a 5-star review, apparently.
Yeah, you just
tell
now
us
found out
how good we are. And also, if you're listening to this on Podbean, check out our YouTube channels. We have a variety of different videos, such as Top 10s, What the Facts, also a video game podcast and a wrestling podcast, and we're starting to do movie reviews. Both long-term podcast-style movie reviews, and then cut down and do a 5 to 7 minute animated review. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Hey,